What if I show you that it's possible to fire your boss in just 5 steps and reach financial independence? In this video, I'm going to show you just that. I'm going to show you not only what those 5 steps are, but the order that you should take it in, and give you some examples of how I applied it in my own life to be able to retire early and reach financial independence by the age of 35. Hi, I'm Nadia, one of the Wealth Twins, and I have no doubt that if you follow what I say in this video, you'll not only be able to fire your boss, you have multiple streams of passive income, and you can say peace out to that daily commute. So let's get started. Step 1, study and invest in multiple markets as soon as possible. Any market that you're able to make a lot of passive income either requires your time or it requires a lot of money up front. If you don't have a lot of money up front, what you do have is time. Now, anyone who tells you anything otherwise is not telling you the full truth. A lot of people will show you the results of what they're making passive income wise. So let's say I'm making $15,000, $20,000 a month. But what they won't show you is either the amount of time and work they put in there or the amount of money they invested to get up to that point. If they did not put the money in, they definitely put in the time. And if they didn't put in the time, they may have had skills in other areas that they developed that complemented the market that they pursued, and that helped speed up their process. Now, speaking about markets, when it comes to making passive income and you want to make it quickly, there's really 3 markets you should be in. One is the real estate market, the next one would be the stock market, and the other one would be a consumer market. And what I mean by that is becoming an entrepreneur and being able to sell things to other people. All of these markets have a learning curve and require you to understand what's going on in that market so that you can be successful and make enough passive income for you to be able to fire your boss. The earlier you start learning how to navigate and make money in these markets, the better it will be for you and the quicker you will reach financial independence. Now, in my case, I already started investing in the stock market early. But in order for me to really replace my income and fire my boss, I knew I had to enter a new market. And that new market was the real estate market. I knew by using the real estate market, I would be able to make a lot of passive income quickly so that it could supercharge my path to financial independence. Because I didn't have a lot of money to put down, I used my time in order to study the market. I went to multiple open houses. I probably saw hundreds of properties and different types of properties throughout different areas where I live, so I can really understand the market, what I needed in order to participate in that market, and what to look out for once I purchase so that I knew if I was making a good deal or not. I also met with multiple banks and mortgage brokers to make sure I knew how much I could qualify for, and if I needed more to participate in that real estate market, how much of an income increase I needed in order to qualify for a higher mortgage. I also had a great understanding of how much of a down payment I needed to have in order to be able to act quickly on a deal if I saw one. The time I spent researching the real estate market was invaluable because I was able to use the knowledge that I gained to help me once I had the money in order to make the right deal for me. Step 2, increase your income. When it comes to reaching financial independence and being able to fire your boss with passive income, you need to be able to increase your income and do it fast. Looking back at my financial journey, this was one of the most important steps I took in order to reach financial independence. Now, when it comes to increasing your income, you can do it 2 ways. You can go out and find another job that's going to pay you a lot more than you're currently making, or you can perform better at your current job so that you're eligible for different bonuses or higher pay at that current job. Now, in my case, when it came to my salary increase, I needed to switch jobs. The jump I was looking for was too big for the level I was at in my current company, so I had to look for another position. I understand it's very easy to get discouraged when you're looking for a new job and it can take months. But I want you to prepare yourself for this, because if you're looking for the right job at the right amount of money, you may not get it overnight. So if you prepare yourself to know that it may take a couple of months or it may take a year or 2, then you'll be in a better position in order to temper your expectations. It took me over 6 months in order to get the position, salary, and job I wanted. I also turned down jobs that did not offer me the salary I was looking for because I knew what I needed in order to be able to participate in the real estate market and put my plan into place. This reminds me of something I learned from Myron Golden, where he said, all work works. It either is working for you or is working on you. And in that time when I was interviewing for those jobs, and it took me 6 months, it was working on me in the way of improving my interviewing skills. Now the same can happen for you. Don't get discouraged. Use that time between finding the job that you want as a way to improve your people skills, improve your interviewing skills, and really get your story down packed so that you know what you're offering a company and they would be glad to have you. While it may take longer to find the job that you want, use that time to craft a better story for yourself and improve your interviewing skills. Believe me, this is going to work out for you in the future too. You're not wasting time. My suggestion is to start interviewing as soon as possible so that you get the crappy interviews out of the way. Interview for any position that opens up so that you can start refining your story and getting better at interviews. If you do this, by the time the job that you really want comes around, you'll be so great at interviewing, they'll be begging you to work at that company at a higher pay. You will be prepared to crush that interview because you have put that work in before that dream job came up, and now you're ready to take it. With that higher paying job, you'll be able to save a higher percentage of your paycheck. While you're waiting for that higher paying job, getting a job is not really in your control, but what is in your control is being able to save money and lower your expenses so that when you do obtain that higher paying job, you will be able to put more of your paycheck away. A higher percentage of your paycheck can be going towards savings and not towards expenses. When you have a lot of cash on hand, you increase your ability to take advantage of any opportunity in the market that you see that you have been researching. Those deals don't last a long time, so the quicker you're able to jump on them, the better for you. You can also use the money that you have saved up to move into a different market and diversify your passive income stream. If you haven't been investing in the stock market, you can use that money by investing in the real estate market and the stock market at the same time. And if you're going to invest in the stock market, you should buy stocks that pay you a dividend. Dividend payments are the only way to make passive income in the stock market. When you start investing in different types of markets, you will start diversifying your passive income streams. When you do that, you give yourself more of a safeguard against any downturns in the economy. It's always good to get your money from different places and not rely on one market. Number 3, identify your crossover point. Now, I got the idea of a crossover point from the book called Your Money or Your Life. Now, I will warn you, do not read this book if you're not ready to change your life, because this book will get you started thinking about your mortality and what you're actually doing with your life and your life hours. It is a great book, but it will smack you in the face with your reality and say, what have I been doing with my life? Now, the crossover point is when you have the money that you have coming in from passive income overtakes the amount of money that you are paying out in expenses. When you identify your crossover point, you'll know if the amount of passive income you have coming in is enough for you to be financially independent, and you'll know exactly when you'll be able to fire your boss. The crossover point also serves as a motivator because it will allow you to open up your mind to different opportunities in order to gain more passive income so that you can reach that crossover point quicker and being able to leave that job and that commute. Number 4, visualize what financial independence means to you. I want you to visualize what financial independence means to you, and I want you to plan for what you're going to do once you reach it. Now, it's very tempting to go back to your old way of life and working for an employer, even if you have reached financial independence. I know it sounds crazy now, but a lot of people may do it because they're uncertain if their numbers were correct. But I don't want you to be tempted to go back. I want you to know that this is the way forward for you, and this is a way that a lot of people live, including myself. It is not scary once you start getting the hang of it, but the certainty of going to a job each day will weigh heavily on you in the beginnings. I want you to plan out what you're going to do on a day-to-day basis or what you're going to do year to year once you are able to choose what you're going to do with your time. Now, that means more than just planning vacations, because vacations get kind of old and get expensive real quick when you're financially independent. So you can take vacations, but that can't be your full-time job. I want you to be able to plan out what you're going to do for the rest of your life as you're financially independent, and money is no longer an obstacle for you. You have the opportunity to pursue anything you want. Maybe it's starting a new career or going back to school or volunteering, because money is not the objective of why you're pursuing that new goal. You have a whole different outlook on life. Plan it and visualize it so it's real in your mind now, so once you reach it, you know exactly what to do and you hit the ground running. And step number 5, I want you to continue to work your plan. As you have the beginning of a plan in place to understand how you're going to bring passive income in, how much money you need in order to be able to fire your boss and become financially independent. I want you to make sure that you continue that plan. Now, this is not going to happen overnight, but as long as you work that plan, the plan will work for you. And as you keep going along, maybe life circumstances may change for you and you may have to adjust that plan. But the key is to continue going. You can decide on ways to bring extra passive income in, like becoming an entrepreneur if you have already started investing in the stock market and in the real estate market. This is the path that I pursued because I'm not really interested in owning a lot of property. I don't want the kind of passive income that requires me to be able to answer a call at night if there's a problem. I like the passive income to be worry-free, and the only thing I have to do is check it every 6 months. That's why I became more of an entrepreneur and invested more in the stock market now. But that may not be the case for you. Maybe you like real estate. Maybe you like having an asset that you can go to and visit and be able to sell right away and use as collateral. The key is that the choice will be yours, and you will have the opportunity to invest in the same passive income streams or diversify your streams later on. But the key is to continue to work your plan and increase that plan or change it as necessary, but just don't stop it. When it comes to firing your boss, there's no big secret. You need to be able to bring enough income in to replace the salary you have so you can say goodbye to that boss. But I want you to understand, if you want to reach financial independence quicker and need less passive income in order to cover your salary, the thing that's in your control is to learn to live on less. So if you lower your expenses, you need less passive income coming in, and you can fire your boss a lot quicker and reach financial independence. When it comes to passive income, you have multiple ways in order to earn it. But the ways that I have given you in this video, through the stock market, through the real estate market, or through owning a business, are the ways that will allow you to not only make passive income, but also not replace your boss with another boss. There's a lot of passive income things you can do, but people might mix up doing a side hustle as getting a way of making passive income. That's not. You're just replacing one job with another. When it comes to passive income, the first thing you want to do is look at it and say, hey, does this free up my time? Or will it eventually free up my time? That should be your number one qualification when it comes to passive income, because when we think about financial independence, the main thing we're thinking about is how can I buy back my time and have more freedom and control over my life. If you need more help in developing passive income streams, check out this video right here where we go over multiple ways of getting passive income. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel because we would love to have you as part of our community.